TNT Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Oh, and the ball's out. Matthews loses it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Connor Barwin coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Wentz now on first down. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Here we go now.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's 3rd and short. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to complete it to Green-Beckham. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A dump off to Sproles. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner.
And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 29 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw, it's Wentz. Jordan Matthews all by himself. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews, 76 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Well, Dez Bryant was welcomed back onto the scene in Week 8 in a big way, 113 yards and a touchdown. He had not played since Week 3.
And I have to give a big assist to the Dallas training staff, because Dez always wants to get back on the field, and he wanted to play last week in a big way, and they said, one more week, hold him out, let's make sure he's right, and how about him and his reemergence? Big-time play against Philadelphia.
Here we go. 38.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Wentz. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Back to the air on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Anthony Hitchens in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. On third and long, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 34 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
It's hard enough playing defense on any play. But when a player is able to keep a play alive with his feet, get outside of the pocket, and change all the angles of the receivers, that's more than difficult. Usually a big play results for the offense.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it a few yards into the end zone. Oh, what a move. A strong running. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And 10. Here's Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Throwing is Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Defense really showing respect to this deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone.